Hi, this is Jeffrey Combs. You're watching MegaPodTastic, and you honor us with your presence.
Well, hello there. This is Gary Gnu from the Great Space Coaster, and you're watching MegaPodTastic.
We got something for you. We got something for you. You. It's something Megapod shiny. It's wrapped in Megapod plastic. Put on your Megapod jammy. It's time for MegaPodTastic. 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 MegaPodTastic.
Good morning, Megapodlings. It's Crazy Joe. Happy Tuesday. We're getting crazy after dark. Look, Gary is here. Gary says, I know Crazy Joe is ready tonight, but is he going to be ready for Friday night at 9? That's because Friday night at 9, I am going to be appearing on Gary's channel, Metro Obelisk Radio, and we're going to be doing a discussion of Season 2 of Star Trek Lower Decks. So be sure to subscribe to Metro Obelisk Radio and be there Friday night at 9. It'll be a good time. Punk Nerd's here. Sean Lallen is here. Trey Needham is here. Trey Needham says, nice mug. Thank you. Happy Spocktober. Happy Spocktober. Sean asked if I'll watch the Chucky TV series at 7 p.m. Absolutely not. I absolutely will not watch the Chucky TV series at 7 p.m. I'll watch it eventually, but not at 7 p.m. Sean also wants to know if the Green Knight is any good. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I don't know too much about it, so I can't really comment. And Marco is here. Welcome, Marco. Good to see you. Jesse is here. Hey ho to you, Jesse. Richard, hello. Bobby is here. Movies that made us today. That's correct. I have not had a chance to watch it yet. But, and look at this. Connor is spreading the news about movies that made us. And so is Greg's Game Room. Greg's Game Room is spreading the message. And Greg says he just watched the Friday the 13th movies that made us. I'm going to have to go and check those out. I like the movies that made us. But you know, as much as I like the movies that made us, I really do like it. I like the toys that made us better. And I'm a little perturbed by the fact that we've had no news on another season of the toys that made us. I really hope they haven't wrapped it up. I'd love to see another season because it's one heck of a show. James says, hey, Crazy Joe, tonight I'm watching Maximum Overdrive, the film with the killer truck and the Green Goblin head. Great movie so far. And Geriatric Geek is here. Always good to see a Geriatric Geek. Brent Mania is here. Hope you're doing well. My generalized anxiety is bad. Oh, Brent, I'm so sorry to hear that. I wish there was something we can do. Let us know. Let us know if there's anything we can do to help. Sean says, did you see the trailer for Scream 5 and Home Alone 6 yet? I did. 50% of those movies looked really good. James says, hey, Joe, ever seen the Harvey Toon show with Little Audrey and Casper? I remember Casper. Little Audrey, I know who Little Audrey is, but I don't think I've ever seen a cartoon with her in it, if we're being honest. But I do remember Casper. Wait a second. I'm trying to access my other screen here. There we go. Sometimes, I'll tell you, man, I got an Apple mouse, and sometimes it just does not want to travel between screens. It's really crazy. Brent Mania asks if Beverly is a good drink. Beverly is the most delicious Coca-Cola product in the world. Everybody who knows their Coca-Cola products worldwide knows that there is no Coca-Cola product quite like ice cold Beverly. That is why it's everyone's favorite treat at Walt Disney World's Cool Zone and the World of Coke in Atlanta. Marco says Home Alone 6 won't be good. I don't doubt it. Yes, I have seen Casper, James. Jesse asks if I'm looking forward to Dune. I got to be honest, I am not. I'm still undecided if I'm going to go see Dune, quite frankly. I'm not a Dune fan. I didn't like the original movie. I've tried several times to watch the original movie, and I find it very hard to sit through. I even tried reading the book once, and it lost my interest very, very early on. So I don't know that I don't know that I'm the Dune audience. Maybe I'm not the right audience for Dune. I don't know, but I'm dropping things. No, I'm not really looking forward to that. I might check it out, but I don't know. And then the director, he just really, his comments. Denis Villeneuve, he made some really, really asinine comments lately that make me not want to support him. So, yeah. And to those of you who don't know, Denis Villeneuve, he recently criticized Marvel movies, which is fine. That's perfectly fine. That's his right. You can criticize Marvel movies. You can criticize any movie. It's all subjective. But he took it a step further and criticized the audience that watches those movies and basically indicated that we're all stupid for watching them. So it's one thing to insult the movies, because the movie is just that. It's a movie and it's subjective. But when you actually go a step further and say that the people who like those movies are stupid, well, you kind of lose me a little. Greg says probably won't be another Toys That Made Us. What else can they do? I don't know. There's a lot of toy lines out there, Greg. There's a lot they could still do. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I don't remember right now what they did do. I know they did Transformers. They did G.I. Joe. But I mean, there's been, since the history of time, there's been just so many toys. Like, they haven't done Thundercats, I don't believe. Thundercats hasn't been done. And what about Fisher Price Little People? That would be a good one. Hey, who remembers Fisher Price Adventure People? I really liked Fisher Price Adventure People. They were a lot of fun. Marco says, what's your favorite Cinema Sickness video you've done with him? I don't know. They kind of all run together in my. You know what? I'll tell you what my favorite is. Hang on a second. Hang on 1 second. Let me see if I can. Again, I said this mouse. Let me see if I can find it. There was one we did where. Let me look. I don't know what he titled it. This could take me a couple minutes to find, but there was one where we went to a flea market together, where something very funny happened at the beginning of the video, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it, but that thing that happened right at the beginning was that is the number one. Is this it? So let me just give me 1 second to see if this is it. Yeah, this is it. Okay. Hang on a second. Hang on. I'll share the screen. This is my favorite. Now, I don't know if the sound is going to go through. There's something with the sound. Let me see. Chrome tab. All right, it only works with Chrome. That's the problem. I got this over here. Okay. Bear with me just a moment. We will make this happen. What is the subject line? I know this is tantalizing viewing right now. But since you asked, this is one of my favorite moments. And let me tell you, this is one of my favorite moments because at the time we shot this, the other gentleman that you're about to see had not really done any videos with us. So a lot of you guys didn't know who this was, though you'll now recognize him after the fact. Oh, man, I wish I knew you were going to ask that question, Marco. If I knew you were going to ask that question, I would have been prepared beforehand. But I wasn't anticipating the question. Here we go. All right. Let me share the screen with you guys here.
Off the tongue, and I am back yet again with Krazy
Here we go.
Joe.
Now watch what
Now,
happens.
you may
Watch what
remember
happens.
Last time we were here, we unfortunately got rained out. It was not a very nice day. However, today is beautiful. It is fantastic, and we are gonna find some amazing deals if this guy here ever calms down.
Let's watch that again. That is so funny. So I just was going crazy. Now at the time he hadn't done any videos with us, so I don't think you guys knew who that was. People thought a stranger walked by, and I tried to high five a stranger, and that was certainly not a stranger. That was Dave Perillo. But there you go. That is my favorite video that I ever did with him. So there you go. You asked, and there you go. Is your favorite video? No, that it's that one there with where Dave walked by and shot me down for the high five. Because I swear, if you read the comments on that video, people were like, he tried to high five that dude, and the dude just was like, no, because people did not know that was my friend and that he was there with us, because he doesn't appear anywhere else in the rest of the video. He's not in the rest of the video. He just does that quick walk by, and that was before Dave and I were doing the Lunchbox Bunch. And so yeah, to the audience, to Dave Cinema Sickness's audience, they thought that was just some random dude that walked by, and they were like, hey, that guy totally shot Joe down when he went for the high five. So that is my favorite. Lisa says, hi ho, Joe. What do you know? The latest Lunchbox Bunch, bears come in pairs. Oh my God. Great things come in bears. Yeah. If you haven't watched the new Lunchbox Bunch, my God, you got to watch that one. Trey says, do you think they should have Honey, I Shrunk the Kids TV series on Disney Plus? Yes, they should. I've been saying that. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Dumbo's Circus, and Welcome to Pooh Corner are three of the glaring omissions in my mind. Sean says, favorite movie not for kids, Boogie Nights. Boogie Nights is, well, that's rated R. So let's see. That's my favorite, I guess, R-rated movie. But a lot of my favorite movies aren't for kids. Back to the Future. Back to the Future's PG. Kids could watch it, but it's not for kids. It's not like it's a Disney cartoon, so it's not for kids. There's Rocky, the original Rocky. That's certainly, it's PG. Yep, absolutely. And that's the genius of it, because I swear so many people had no idea that we knew him. It was a blast. James says, ever seen the Night of the Animated Dead? No. I have not seen Night of the Animated Dead. I honestly have no interest in seeing Night of the Animated Dead. I'm not quite sure why Night of the Animated Dead exists. Of course, Joe Bob Briggs did a hilarious review of Night of the Animated Dead, where he talked about how the animation was done by the finest animation studio in Guadalajara. So, yeah, I probably will never see that. Gary is insane. Not looking forward to Ghostbusters Afterlife. I want that movie in front of my eyes right now. Frank says, hey, Krazy Joe, hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, Frank. Good to see you. Just a reminder, Mr. Super Chat Hippo is here with us. Oh, yeah, there he is. Imagine me, a Super Chat Hippo. Adventure People is now Imaginext. No, Adventure People was very different than Imaginext. Imaginext are these teeny tiny little figures. Adventure People were a different line from the 80s. They were almost like at the time they were almost like the size and of Star Wars figures. They almost are cheapo Star Wars figures, you could say. They weren't Star Wars, but the thing your grandma would buy you because she was coming over and they were cheaper than Star Wars figures. But they had alien figures. They had these like green translucent aliens. They were crazy. Let me see. Adventure Pickle. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Here we go. Here's some of the Fisher Price Adventure people. Look at this. These are the Fisher Price Adventure people. Like, look at this guy. This astronaut here. Of course, see, this doesn't fit the screen quite right. And this is an eBay listing. But, yeah, this guy, I had this guy. See, he was like a green alien guy. They had all kinds. They had like deep sea divers. They had these green guys, but they weren't in spacesuits, and they were like just translucent green. You could see right through them. They were a lot of fun. I loved Fisher Price Adventure people. Who remembers Fisher Price Adventure people? And Sean says, will I watch Slumber Party Massacre? Probably not. Probably not. Which was better, Transformers or GoBots? Legos or Mega Bloks? Coke or New Coke? Okay, going down the list. Transformers was better than GoBots, but we need to give GoBots their due. GoBots came first. GoBots beat Transformers to the market by at least 6 months. So GoBots, hats off to GoBots. They never get the respect they deserve. They were first to the market, so GoBots deserve that credit of being first, but Transformers were better. I don't even know what Mega Bloks are, quite frankly, so I'm going to say, Mega Bloks, they're the like really big, like little kid blocks. Okay, well, Lego's better. And Coke or New Coke, I'm going to say New Coke. New Coke was delicious, and contrary to popular belief, New Coke was not a failure. A lot of people out there, there's misinformation. People say New Coke was a failure. New Coke was sold nonstop, continuously, from 1985 to 2002. Yes, they did bring back the original formula under the name Coke Classic, but New Coke did not go away. They for a while they offered New Coke and Coke Classic side by side, but then eventually they changed the name of New Coke to Coke Roman numeral 2, Coke 2 with a Roman numeral. And it sold until 2002. And then in 2002, it finally left the market. Now, a beverage that is sold at retail from 1985 straight through to 2002 is not a failure. Somebody was buying that soda. So there you go. Connor says, Joe, will you see The Last Duel this weekend? No, I will be going to the movies this weekend, but I won't be seeing The Last Duel. I've already got tickets for Halloween Kills. Lisa says, Beverly, and its lovely aura of battery acid and earwax. I do love me some Beverly. James says, has anyone seen the film Shrek? It's great, and it's actually the first film I remember seeing in the theater. Yes, I saw it in the theater. Absolutely. I'm wondering if I can find the video. I got a video here of Dave Perillo drinking a Beverly, and I got a video here of my wife drinking Beverly. But I would have to find them. I gotta upload all these things because I got some good stuff I could share with you. Brandon Sullivan is here. Brandon says, I still have some adventure people. I'm not surprised to hear that because Brandon has, with your flea market finds, man, you find so much stuff. Brandon, I don't remember if you responded. Did you hear the thing on the podcast that Jacob and I did about Warriors of Virtue? We did a whole segment about Warriors of Virtue. So I don't know if you heard that, but when you posted that DVD of Warriors of Virtue today, I was cracking up. And Gloop Tricker like New Coke. Yeah, 'cause New Coke was delicious. It tasted like tasted more like Pepsi, and I love Pepsi more than Coke, so that's a good thing. Mm. You know, my old desk at work, I used to have a coffee warmer. You would sit your coffee on it; it would keep your coffee warm. That was a great thing because I don't just like down my coffee all at once. I leisurely drink upon my coffee, and it has a tendency to get a little cold. So it's a shame that I we can't keep it a little warmer. I'm half looking for this video. I'm half looking for this video of Dave drinking the Beverly. You see, this is the problem, man. I never know when things are going to come up. I never know what's going to come up. I never know when it's going to come up. So as a result, uh, I'm never prepared for these little moments that that we could have a little bit of fun with if I was more prepared. But I couldn't really be prepared because whoever would have known that these that well, then again, I guess maybe I could have known because I'm wearing a Beverly t-shirt. That could have been a tip off, the fact that I chose to wear a Beverly t-shirt today. But I really didn't think about that too much. So I don't know. Gary says New Coke was only released to re-release Coke Classic to make billions of it. I agree with that. Remember the Futurama episode where Fry visits the Slurm factory? They wanted to release new Slurm. Yeah, I agree. So Brendan, I told a story on the podcast where my ex-girlfriend back in the 90s, she worked in the movie theater, and she told me that there was this new movie coming out that looked incredible. It looked incredible. It was gonna blow us all away how great this new movie looked. This movie just couldn't look better. It was like, oh my God, this was gonna be the movie of the year. And the movie was Warriors of Virtue. And I saw the trailer, and after she had hyped it up as being like the movie to watch that year, and I was like, really? Really? It's like martial arts kangaroos. This is the movie that you have hyped up to be like the greatest thing since sliced bread, and I think I found it. Here it is. All right, airdrop it to the computer. Okay. I'm like, this is the thing. I couldn't believe it. I saw a Roy Rogers Trigger lunchbox at a flea market a few weeks ago. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I think I'm going to curb my lunchbox buying, though. I think I'm going to make up a wish list of like the lunchboxes I want the most, and otherwise, I'm going to start to curb my buying because I'm kind of running out of room for lunchboxes. So, all right, here we go. I'm adding the clip here. No, that's a JPEG. Oh, come on. Where is it? I just saw it go in there. It's going to make me change the format. I know that. It's going to make me change the format. Bunk Nerd says, in class today, we were looking at the motifs in Hamilton, which I found boring and annoying and irritating, which makes people argue with me. I hated Hamilton. I can tell you that, Punk Nerd. I hated Hamilton. James says, any ideas for a new pop-up restaurant? I have 3, a Crazy Taco and Bloaty's Pizza Hog from Invader Zim. The Schoolhouse Rock Conjunction Junction Diner pop-up. I think we should do the Dear John pop-up 1-to-1 club divorce support group. Connor says, am I excited for Scream 5 knowing Kevin Williamson is not writing it? Well, I'll tell you, I wish Kevin Williamson was writing it. Kevin Williamson, so far the track record shows that the best Scream movies are the ones written by Kevin Williamson, and the worst Scream movies are the ones written by Mr. Aaron Kruger. Well, he only wrote one. He wrote Scream 3, and it was a train wreck. But These guys who wrote Ready or Not, I do trust them. They are quite good, and I'm not really that concerned about this one. So we'll see. Of course, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't work. But the trailer looks good, and these guys have a solid track record. So I'm not too concerned about this one. Pumpkin says, I saw Cinema Sickness found Injustice for All. I don't know what Injustice for All is. I apologize. I'm not too familiar with that. Glue Trigger says, worst soft drink experiment with 7-Up Gold. I don't remember that one. They were going for a ginger ale option. Did it taste like ginger ale? James says, say Crazy Joe, did you know that the Three Stooges had a cartoon called The New Three Stooges? Yes, they also had a cartoon called the Robotnik Stooges? The Robotnik Stooges, where they were turned into cyborgs. So I remember that one. I definitely remember that one. So yes. Thoughts on Scream 5 and Home Alone 6 trailer? Sean says, well, Scream 5 looks good. Home Alone looks like pure unadulterated garbage like every other Home Alone sequel. So pretty much what I expected. And it's Marshall Grover. Marshall Grover, I saw you the other day over in the chat at the Beretta Brothers stream. Saw Lisa there too. Do I have a guilty pleasure sitcom? Not really. I mean, any sitcoms I enjoy, I legit enjoy, so I don't feel guilty about them. But I love a lot of old sitcoms, but yeah, none that I would call a guilty pleasure. So I can't think of anything that I enjoy that I ever felt guilty about enjoying. It's like I either enjoy it or I don't enjoy it. Okay, here we go. Dave Perillo drinking the Beverly.
What you got there, Dave? I got a glass of this delicious. I'm about to drink this. These are all Coke products, so every one of them should totally be.
Which one did you get?
Well, I just figured I would just go with Italy because I'm from Italy, so I have to like it. There's no way I wouldn't like this, right?
Oh, well, all right.
I mean, it says it's a traditional part of Italian refreshment culture. And since I'm Italian, I gotta indulge in that traditional part. Oh my God, it tastes like a toilet. That's so awful. I can't even finish.
Have some more.
I was gonna try to waste some of it. No, I need something to fix that.
Here, Dave, you take the camera here. You take it.
All right, you going for this?
Go for it.
All right, Joe's gonna drink a Beverly.
Here we go.
Named after Beverly D'Angelo.
Arlo was named after Beverly Crusher.
Yeah.
All right.
There we go. Just chug it. Just chug it. Chug. That's awful. It's so bad. Oh my God. What? Yeah, he's drinking it. He's going back for more. It's so bad.
It's not that bad at first. It's an aftertaste that hits you.
It is. You should call that the Mussolini.
Oh, it's terrible.
So there you go. There's Dave drinking the Beverly, and I also it's not uploaded yet. It's still uploading. While that was playing, I had time to dig up one more for you. So let's just give it a second to upload. Jesse says, Joe, do I have any Halloween movie favorites I like to watch every year? Yes, Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. I love Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. Just got it on 4K. Looking forward to watching it for the first time in 4K. Trick or Treat. I really like Trick or Treat. And I usually try to watch a couple of the other Halloween movies. I just rewatched the original Halloween in 4K and Halloween 2018, which I don't love. I got problems with that one. I think Halloween H2O did the same approach much, much better. But I'm going to go see Halloween Kills, so I wanted to kind of bring myself up to speed on this version of the continuity, which is the original film and then the 2018 film. All right, how are we on? All right, here we go. You ready? One more Beverly.
This is the moment you've all been waiting for. Christine's gonna have her first ever Beverly.
So you hated the Beverly, but yet you have a cup of it yourself.
Oh, no, you have to torture yourself. You have to take it.
All right, you ready?
Yes, you gotta finish all of it, too.
Well, luckily, I only give myself a teeny little bit. Oh. It's definitely grapefruit.
Does it live up to the hype?
Well, you know what? It's grapefruit. I don't like grapefruit. So this tastes like grapefruit. So.
All right, I haven't had any of this since last July when I was with Dave in Epcot. Here we go.
It's grapefruit. That's why you put sugar on grapefruit.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
But now we've done it.
It's pretty bad. One of my coworkers said that she thinks Italy they don't really drink this in Italy, and this is their way of like pranking America.
I need to go have another different flavor to get this out of my
Can
mouth.
you have another Beverly? Can you do it?
No, I'm not doing
There you go. Lisa says, would love to see a director's cut of Muppet Haunted Mansion and Happy Time Murders as well while we're at it. Oh my God, Lisa, how great was Muppet Haunted Mansion? Oh, great. I watched it twice. I loved the Muppet Haunted Mansion. So good. Sean says, do your kids like Halloween Town and Halloween Town 2? They definitely saw Halloween Town 1, which I've said before, the producer of Halloween Town 1 and 2 is my childhood babysitter. But they haven't. I don't think my kids have seen Halloween Town 2. Trey says, who do I hope never knocks at my door? Oh, geez, who do I hope never knocks on my door? There's a question. I don't know. I don't know. My ex-wife? I don't know. James says, does anybody remember the PBS show Arthur? I've certainly seen bits and pieces of it, but I never watched it. Ethan says The Shining. Ethan also says, your wife reminds me of Janine Garofalo. There you go. Glooptracker says, watch part of the Karloff Frankenstein the other night. It's a classic. In the finale, the angry crowd was carrying torches, but there were no pitchforks. That trope must have been added in a later movie. Absolutely. Jean says, thoughts on Why the Last Man? Have not watched it, but I know Weird Al Yankovic wasn't too thrilled with it. Punk Nerd says, I haven't seen Haunted Mansion yet. Have to watch it on my own. It's very, very good. It's very good. And Gary says, who do you hope never knocks at your door? It's a simple answer, Michael French. You know what? Michael French could come to my door. I'll tell you, Michael French would receive a warmer welcome from me than I would receive if I showed up at his door. Because I'm a nice guy. He isn't. I would be more hospitable to him than he would be to me. So there you go. Marshall says, the Shining jokes in Muppets Haunted Mansion is the funniest Andy and Randy have ever been. I do love me some Andy and Randy Pig. Oh my God, I really wish that the Muppet Classic Theater was available on Disney Plus. It's, only on VHS. And my daughter, my 6-year-old, loves it. I think it's my daughter's favorite Muppet production. And we have it, borrowed from the internet on a thumb drive. So it's not the most convenient thing to put on for her. When she says, Daddy, I want to watch the Muppet Classic Theater. It's like, oh my God, it's good, yes, but it's not the easiest show to put on. Like, oh my God, I'd love it if that was on Disney Plus. Ethan says, Bride of Frankenstein is even better than Frankenstein. I will not disagree with that. James says, say Joe, on a bright and starry night, you can see little 12 toes create a constellation. If man had been born with 6 fingers, They also have 12 toes. All right. Okay. Sean says, what is your favorite preschool show? To which Henry responds, Romper Room. I remember Romper Room. I used to watch Romper Room. Richard Panuski says, Joe, never have I wanted to try something that was so universally hated as Beverly. Oh, it's delicious, though. It's so delicious. You need some Beverly. Sean says, what is the video you will do with Muppet stuff next? I don't know. I don't know. That we didn't really think that video through too much because we were promoting it as being on this channel. And then I found out, oh, no, Chris wanted to do it on his channel, which I didn't realize. But we had already promoted it as being on this channel. So I knew people were going to come here looking for it. So I ended up having to live stream on this channel just a place card saying, go to Muppet Stuff to watch the live stream. Sesame Street, Mr. Rogers, Reading Rainbow, all great shows. All great shows. It's not coming up. Lisa says, who's on your glasses tonight? Lisa, I've got jack-o'-lanterns on my glasses tonight. Jack-o'-lanterns. We're pretty excited because tomorrow, Pair Eyewear is putting out their DC Comics toppers. So the DC Comics will be hitting tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they got. Gloop Trekker says Bride of Frankenstein was good, but she only appears at the end of the movie. Yes, but it's a great movie, and she's Katie Nana from Mary Poppins. Frank says, love the Happy Spocktober mug in the thumbnail. Yes, yes. Happy Spocktober. This is going to be cold now. Oh, yeah. That is cold coffee. That is cold coffee right there. See, I can't drink it fast enough. I need one of those little mug warmers to sit it on. We're actually caught up on the chat. How about that? Who would have thought it possible? Let's take a look at a couple titles I picked up on Blu-ray today while we're waiting. Free Guy hit physical media today. I picked this up. If anyone hasn't seen Free Guy, it's a lot of fun. I saw it a couple times in the theater, and it's a blast. This is a really fun movie. I'm surprised some of the little surprises didn't get spoiled in this movie. So if this movie hasn't been spoiled for you yet, fantastic. See the movie before it is, because there's some little surprises that it would be a shame if they got ruined for you. And an 80s horror classic, Christy Swanson in Wes Craven's Deadly Friend. That came out today. So there you go. Show those off while we're catching up with the chat a little bit here. Sean asked if we'll get a Gremlins 3. I don't know. I think it depends on how the Gremlins animated series does on HBO Max. If the Gremlins animated series is a huge hit for HBO Max, then I wouldn't be surprised if we finally get a Gremlins 3. Puck Nerd says, you're going to redeem for the Haunted Mansion board game on Disney Movie Insider. Oh my Lord, what is this? I didn't know there was a Haunted Mansion board game. Is this new? What is this? I thought I was on there. Okay, I'm checking it out. We'll see. You've got me interested. And of course, all right, let me see what we can see here. Come on, man, I'm hitting the buttons. And they're not doing their thing. Okay. All right, Disney Movie Insiders. So you're saying there is a Haunted Mansion board game on here. Star Wars Be Afraid. What is this? Okay, Ron's Gone Wrong poster. Muppets Haunted Mansion wallpaper for digital. Okay, that's going to be free. I'm definitely going to redeem that one. Star Wars Visions poster. No, thank you. Wrinkle in Time. I'm not seeing this, man. Has it been released yet? I check this like every week, and I didn't see a Haunted Mansion board game. So you're going to have to... I don't know anything about this Haunted Mansion board game, but I'm not seeing it. Oh my, look who's joined us.
Invasion!
It's Gary. Gary has joined us. Yeah, but Punk Nerd, I'm not seeing the Haunted Mansion board game. Gary, did you know there was a Haunted Mansion board game on Disney Movie Insiders? This is the first I'm hearing about it.
I'm the same way. That's the first time I've ever heard about it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if I got the points, sure, I'd redeem for something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So Gary, why don't you tell everyone what we've got going on? Oh, by the way, Gloop Trekker wants to know if I ever got my Breakfast Club poster back from Molly Ringwald. I did, and you can see it hanging right there. It's right there. It's signed by everybody except Judd Nelson.
I was about to ask who's the only person you have left to get, because it's going to be the hardest.
Only Judd. He does Transformers conventions, I think, like BotCon, stuff like that. So I think he's more doable, frankly, than Emilio Estevez. I think I got the hardest one because Emilio Estevez hates signing autographs.
Mm-hmm.
I got him during the pandemic. He was doing like a mail away through some company. It's like, you mail your item to this company, they get it signed. But generally speaking, he's a guy who will not sign autographs. So, oh, and Geriatric Geek says it drops tomorrow. Okay, I will check it out. Thanks for the tip. I will definitely. It's the hot reward for 400 points tomorrow. Okay, well, thank you for the tip, guys. I'm interested. I'm definitely interested. So, why don't you tell everyone, Gary, what's going on Friday?
Well, on Friday we're doing a pretty big stream. Let me see if I can share the screen. If you could put it up, do you see it in the backstage?
Oh yes,
that's what we're doing. Star Trek Lower Decks Season 2 live roundtable.
Oh yeah. So is it just? I shared the link, but I haven't heard back from them. So is it just you and I and Brian? Is that the crew, or do we have more?
So far you two are the only ones confirmed. Actually, right. Brian hasn't been confirmed yet. So
did you invite Doom Clown? I'd love to have him there.
No, unfortunately.
Oh, man. He's so talented.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Anti-Checker won't be joining us this year.
What about old Beardo Gary? We got old Beardo Gary.
I better watch my language because I'm on your show. But I almost called him a word that you start with jerk, and it's the opposite of on.
Oh, there you go. I wouldn't disagree with you. Yeah, we were on a couple nights back. We were on the Point Dexter Lounge, and Enosh played a video clip of Gary, and when the video clip ended, I just said, "Oh God, I'd love to shave him." And I think I said it with such an intensity that they were like, "Whoa, what?"
So in your words, Joe, should I shave my facial hair before Friday night?
Well, no, you don't have the obnoxious. He just. I think he's all beard. I don't think there's a man underneath. I think it's pure beard. It's like Darth Vader, where he's like he's more machine than man now. I think he's more beard than man now. That's my theory. I don't know. I don't know the man.
Yeah.
Ooh, we get the Haunted Mansion at Target 2. There we go. Sean wants to know if you will watch the Chucky TV series at 7 p.m. Now, 7 p.m. is the important part. If you're planning to watch it at like 8 or 9, we're just going to laugh you right off the stream. You got to watch it at 7.
But you're not going to watch the show at 7 p.m. either, so...
No, I'm not. But I'm gonna be busy drinking some Beverly.
I'm sad to admit this. I have never seen Child's Play.
They are good movies, except for the fifth one in the remake. They are good movies. And Sean wants to know if I'll review the Chucky TV. We'll probably talk about it or something. We'll probably talk about it. James says, Death Battle, guys. Who will win the Planetina from Rick and Morty or Hero Zero from Schoolhouse Rock? I don't know. My money's on the Banana Splits. What happened to Gary? We lost Gary. Oh my God, he was here, and now he's gone. I didn't kick him off, I swear. Wait, he's back. He's back. He's back from the future. What's going on, man? I don't know I don't think he can hear us. Can you hear me, Gary? I don't think he can hear us.
Am I coming through? Just wave if I'm coming through.
All right, I don't know what's going on there, but Punk Nerd needs to catch up on Cinemassacre's Monster Madness. Cinemassacre, James Rolfe, was not at RetroCon this year, which was unusual. He's usually at RetroCon every year. So you know what? Let's watch something silly while we're waiting. Let's watch.
Okay, Joe, I think I'm back on. Just say something.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. What happened is somehow my computer switched to my my multi-input device. That's how you weren't coming through.
Ethan says it feels like you're broadcasting from space and I'm interviewing you. Which is the plot of an old TV show that used to air here in the Philadelphia area called Star Stuff. It was a show about a girl in the future on a space station who would talk to a guy from 1980 over a computer, and they would just watch old Laurel and Hardy films together. It doesn't sound thrilling, but if you were of my generation growing up in Philadelphia, you probably watched it. Mm-hmm. Gloop Tracker, bet you remember Star Stuff. James says, pull time, guys. Who would win the comedy contest? Eduardo from Foster's, or I don't know, man.
I could go into this because this is my generation.
I'm gonna say Norm Macdonald. You go. I say Norm Macdonald.
Well, the problem that Eduardo faces is he's way too shy. So I don't know about that. And Sheen is just way too annoying. So he couldn't hold a crowd for more than like 2 minutes. So I'm gonna go with option 3, and that is neither. Because Eduardo's going to be a baby that's going to run off the stage, and Sheen's high-pitched voice is going to chase everyone away.
Gloop Tracker remembers the Candy Apple News Company more than Star Stuff. I loved them both, but I prefer the Candy Apple News Company. That was my favorite of the two. Oh, local Philadelphia shows that'll never see the light of day again, like Larry Ferrari. Lisa wants to know if they did free socially distanced hugs at Dragon Con this year. No, we didn't do it at all this year. We just didn't do it at all this year. Maybe next year. Why
didn't you do like air high fives?
Maybe we should have. I don't know. We ended up, you know what? We usually do free awkward hugs on Saturday night, Dragon Con Saturday night, after we have a few drinks in us and we're weird. We go down to the Marriott a little tipsy and start just getting goofy. That's what happens usually. This year, instead of doing free awkward hugs, my good buddy, Mr. Chuck Tomasi, who you just saw in the video, he managed to get us a room at the con, like a con room where they hold panels that was not in use. and we had karaoke in the con room. So that was our substitute for free awkward hugs this year. We did karaoke instead, but it was a good time.
Does anybody remember karaoke night? Is the question.
What do you mean?
Anyone have a clear recollection? Anyone have a clear recollection the next day?
I do. Yes.
You weren't drinking enough.
No. Well, look, I'm 6'5" and I weigh over 300 pounds. It takes a lot. It takes a lot, man.
I'm 6 foot and I weigh 260, and I just slam a margarita and I'm good and blacked out. So.
Yeah, no, it takes quite a bit for me. It takes more than I can drink to get me that loaded.
If anyone who was at that karaoke contest is in there, what really happened last night? Is there any video from it?
There's video and photos.
So you have potential blackmail for that one person potentially.
I mean, I could right now, if you give me a second, I could drop video of me singing that night. I think there's video of me singing "Make a Little Birdhouse in Your Soul." So.
You didn't go did you do it in the style of William Shatner?
No. Two of my biggest go-tos are "Birdhouse in Your Soul" and "Punk Rock Girl." And I did both of them that night. Frank says, have I seen the buddy comedy film Gone Fishing with Danny Glover and Joe Pesci? I know of it. I've seen the poster, the video cover, but no, I've never seen it. Ethan says, here in Cleveland, we had a local midnight movie show hosted by Ghoulardi, who was P.T. Anderson's father. Yes, and P.T. Anderson's production company is called Ghoulardi Productions, if I'm not mistaken, or at least it was at the time he made Boogie Nights. I don't know if he's changed it. Here in Philadelphia, before my time, I don't really remember it because it was before my time, we had a show called Dr. Shock. Dr. Shock, and I always hear the people who are a little older than me talk about Dr. Shock. I don't remember Dr. Shock. But my generation, every Saturday night, after Saturday Night Live, was Saturday Night Dead, hosted by Stella, the man-eater from Manayunk. So I remember Stella on Saturday Night Dead. I was a little too young for Dr. Shock, but I know people maybe within 10 years older than me have great nostalgia for Dr. Shock, and I don't remember him at all. Sean says, will we get a Space Jam 3, a Tremors 8, or a Beetlejuice 2, or a Frozen 3? I'll tell you right now, we're going to get a Tremors 8 because they make those movies every couple of years direct to video. That's going to happen. I mean,
we're also going to see Frozen 3 long before Space Jam 3, in my opinion.
Space Jam 3 will happen 20 years from now when this generation of kids grows up and has nostalgia for Space Jam 2.
Is there going to be any nostalgia for Space Jam 2? Because at least with Space Jam 1, there's something like you can cling on to. Space Jam 2 was just way too long.
My kids loved it. I thought it was a big piece of crap. I thought the original was a big piece of crap. I couldn't believe we were making
I like the original. So that's where you and I differ.
See, I hated the original, but I've talked to Rick. Rick from Down to Movie, and I've talked to my podcasting co-host Jacob from J2H channel, and they're younger than me, and they have a childhood nostalgia for Space Jam, where I was in college when I saw Space Jam. So I saw Space Jam and thought, wow, this is a big stinking piece of shit. Kids apparently loved it. So then the kids that loved it grew up, now they have nostalgia, whereas people of my age were sitting there scratching our heads going, what the heck? That they made a sequel of that. So I don't know. There you go. Yes, Punk Nerd. They might be giants. That was what I did. Gloop Trekker says there's a meme going around the internet saying we should all dress like Planet of the Apes when Shatner returns. Oh, that would be hilarious.
Get your stinking paws off of me, you damn dirty ape. I thought see us all grow goatees. So you want us all to look like the Mirrorverse versions of ourselves.
That would be pretty good, too.
Mm-hmm.
Gloop Trekker says Stella was a cross between Elvira and Mae West. Hey, Gloop Trekker, how come none of these local conventions ever have Stella? I mean, our area, the Philly area is filled with old geezers like you and me that grew up watching Stella on Saturday Night Dead. I would think she would be a very popular convention guest, but nobody ever has Stella. That's interesting. Yes, Goulardi is Paul Thomas Anderson's father, Ernie Anderson, who for years was the voice of ABC. When you would watch the ABC Sunday Night Movie and they'd go, "Tonight on the ABC Sunday Night Movie, Christopher Reeve is back as Superman, facing his greatest threat, 3 criminals from the Phantom Zone." That was Paul Thomas Anderson's father, Ernie Anderson.
So would that be Superman 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you do you remember those intros?
I'm too young to remember those intros.
Let me
But
see.
the way you described it, it's like, is he teasing Superman 2? Because I haven't seen the Superman movies in a good long time.
Let me see. We're running out of time here, but let me see if I can find it. All right. Here we go. Come on. Sometimes I hit the button and it doesn't do anything. All right. All right, you ready? Let's get Ethan's thing out of the way here. There we go.
I think your
Brought to you
volume's too low. Oh, here we go. I can hear it.
This was the intro to ABC's Night at the Movies. Now you'll get the voiceover by Ernie Anderson, the father of Paul Thomas Anderson.
Tonight. Excuse me. Easy, miss. I've got you.
All those early green screen effects.
It's the Man of Steel in action. America's greatest superhero. Hang on, kid. Marlon Brando, Gene Hackman, Valerie Ferrari, Margot Kidder, and Christopher Reeve as Superman.
There you go. That was
Superman, starring.
That was Ernie Anderson.
That was Superman 1. Marlon Brando gave that one away.
Yeah,
I guess I could have just read the title.
Yeah, but he did it. He did it for Superman 1, Superman 2. He did Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
What about Superman 3 with Richard Pryor? My personal favorite.
He might have done that one, Ernie Anderson. Yo, Joe, I know you're not the biggest fan of Aliens. I like Aliens. Are you going to watch the movies that made us? Absolutely. I watch movies that made us on like movies I don't give two craps about, like Pretty Woman. So I'll watch anything. Clearly, I watched the toys that made us on Barbie. I don't care about Barbie. I'm interested in history and information. Globetrotter says Stella appeared at Blobfest. I didn't know that. All right, guys, we are going to wrap this up. Dante wants to know if we have any updates on Dave Coulier making an appearance. Now, oh my God, Movie John is in the house. I haven't seen Movie John in our chat in a long time. Always good to see Movie John. Like the HBO feature presentation better. I know, but my God, Ernie Anderson, he had those golden pipes, man. He had those golden pipes. Dante says, do I remember the WPVI $6 million movie? Yes, the $1 million movie. There used to be the $1 million movie in Philadelphia. Back in the day, it was Ed McMahon would do the voice. He'd go, $1 million movie. And it was.
I wonder if anybody remembers this. Remember the $6 million Man and Bionic Woman crossover movie?
Oh, yes, the Bionic Showdown.
Mm-hmm.
They did a couple of those. But, okay, guys, we're going to wrap this up. It's time to do the podcast Friday night over on Gary's channel. You're over there. I always see, this is why I'd be a terrible puppeteer. I'm not good with my monitor work. Gary's over there. Friday night on his channel, our Star Trek Lower Decks discussion at 9 p.m. Eastern.
I put the link in the private chat. I don't know if you can copy and paste it in the regular. I can't post links. They would block them out of spam.
All right, I didn't even see it come up because I'm on StreamYard, so it didn't come up in StreamYard. But I will put it in the MegaPodTastic community tab and on MegaPodTastic's Twitter and Facebook. So you'll find the link in all the places if you follow us. And come on over to Gary's channel Friday night. We're going to talk Star Trek Lower Decks. And
we're going to have some more surprises during that stream that I haven't even told Joe about.
Oh, I should bring my puppet.
Uh-huh.
I got a puppet, you know.
Yeah.
All right. Before we wrap this up, do you have a stream ending joke for us?
You're putting me on the spot, but I think I got one. A pirate walks into a bar with a roll of paper towels on his head. The bartender looks up at the pirate and goes, "Hey, buddy, what's with all the paper towels on your head?" And the pirate responds, "Arr, there be a bounty on me head."
Why did the pirate buy corn?
Because it was a buccaneer.
That's right. It was a buccaneer.
That's an old joke.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. We will be back next week doing another one of these. Oh, wait a minute. I found the link. You sent me.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I will put it on Facebook and all those places, but there you go. There's the link on where you will find us on
what everyone should
Friday
do,
night.
they should click on that link right now and go ring the bell so you get notified on YouTube.
Yeah, and there you go. All right, guys. We'll see you next week on Krazy After Dark. Thanks for being here. And here we go.
All right, I'm here with Greg from Greg's Game Room. Look what he got in the dealer's room.
I got the orange.
Hey, Maury!
Yeah, show me this.
Hey, Maury!
Who's calling Maury?
Maury!
Wait, who is that?
Hey, Maury!
Who's calling for Maury?
You in here?
It's not me.
Get here, Maury!
Who's calling for Maury?
Quick, turn the camera around. Turn it around. There he is.
Keep wearing those pajamas
With the plastic feet.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
Tell everyone you meet.
Keep wearing those pajamas
With the back door flap.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
Don't open it, it's a trap.
Oh no,
It's a trap. Some people call them PJs. Some people call them
jammies.
They can come embroidered with big money and no whammies. They can have 100 tiny commander adamas. But no matter how they look, just keep on wearing those pajamas.
keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep wearing those pajamas.
And now we're having fun.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
And now the song is done.